everyone in my family, except for probably my great aunt who's passed away, everyone else in my mom's family, my uncle, everybody else, have no Burmese ID. They were born after 82. Later generations would not have the Burmese ID, which is the national registration card. They were not able to acquire it, even though my grandmother had the national registration card. My aunts and uncles, including my mom, should automatically become, a citizen of Burma. But that's not applied here, even though it's applied to, majority of the Burmese people, including other ethnic minorities. And so we have this generation of people who just don't have the IDs and are not able to go to school. My grandmother had the ID forced out of her hand in, 2012 or 2013 when the raid happened. From my personal experience of my family having the ID taken away, is that not only that my grandmother had her citizenship reversed in a way, even though her parents, her grandparents, her great-grandparents were there, have been Burmese for the longest time. There's no more generations after her that would be Burmese. Not even me. Even though I have the birth certificate, it would mean nothing to them. The same way that, my dad was arrested many times when he was inside Burma. Because if you pride yourself as a Rohingya and you have a Muslim name, you look a certain way, the abuse on a daily basis is that any checkpoints you passed, they will ask you, are you a Rohingya? And if you say yes, that's it. You can be subjected to, kidnapping. That's worst case scenario. You can be killed. You can be beaten. You can be robbed. Being a Rohingya itself is a crime, it seems, because there were so many different kind of IDs forced on us. After the 82 law, it was changed to a pink card, and then it was changed to a white card. But then later on, it was changed to national verification card. You are no longer allowed to use that to go to school, to access any government services, and vote. My grandmother was forced the latest version of it, which is the national verification card, which writes, Bengali Muslim. And the word Bengali is a derogatory term in that the Burmese people use in order to basically alienate and marginalize Rohingya, saying that, well, you don't belong here, you're not from here anyway. Telling us that we are Bengali and Muslim limit us to just those two things. They are not allowing us the opportunity to be more than illegal, alien, Bengali, Muslim. And because we're Muslim, the rest of the country are Buddhist, it sort of, sow the seeds of like, oh my God, you're different. If you're deemed different or your culture is different, where, the difference itself does not really exist, you are pushed aside. You are deemed unworthy. You are deemed, unimportant to talk to. This is a way they actually ensure that the alienation happens. It's indoctrinated into my head that, being a Rohingya is so wrong. You can never admit that you're a Rohingya. Being a Rohingya will bring you harm, so you can never admit it that you're a Rohingya. I was already labeled since I was born that I was part of the group that is not worthy to be living on this earth with anyone else's.